Thank you for tuning in. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I am, of course, Jay Lee, and this is my review for Black Ink Crew Chicago, Season 3, Episode 1. And boy, was this a doozy for it to be a season. This is how you come into a season premiere. You know what I'm saying? You have some real things going on, and it makes it real nice and juicy. But before we get into all that, as you know, first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. It does not cost you anything. It just lets you know when I have new content on my channel and when I have new videos on my channel. You can also like my videos. You can share my videos, please. And there's also a comment section below. You can put any comments about my review or the show that I'm talking about. So please subscribe, like, share, and comment. So let's just get started. I've been a fan of Black Ink Crew ever since, with the first season that's in New York. And I liked that they had their Chicago cast added to the Black Ink Crew umbrella, basically. But as we know, they're not called Black Ink Crew. They are called 9 Mag, and they're a tattoo shop in Chicago, owned by Ryan, who is so cute. So yeah, the season starts off with Ryan just saying how, a lot has been going on, since, last season, but how he kind of is, getting his life together, solely because he and his baby mama Rachel are back together. Now, anyone who was watching Black Ink Crew from the beginning, Black Ink Crew Chicago, from the beginning, she was on season 1, and in season 1 he was saying how much he wanted her and was in love with her and all this other stuff, but he, was doing some things that she ain't like, and so she moved on. Her and their son moved out of state, I believe, just because they just weren't a couple. So it's kind of cool to see that they was able to work things out. He seems pretty happy, because as he said, he has his family back. He has his, as he said, I have my Michelle. Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, he has his Michelle. He's from Chicago, yeah. So he has her back in his life, his child back in his, well, not that his child wasn't in his life. Him and her were always on good terms. He was always a father to his child. They're just a couple now, so now they're in the same household and all of that. So that's what I mean by having them back in his life. But it wasn't as if he was like a deadbeat dad out in these streets. So yeah. So, that's how it kind of started off. Just him saying how they're back together. They're in the house. A nice house, too, nice little apartment. But then we go to the shop. And, of course, the crew was all there. And as we see, Charmaine is still loud and ghetto. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Charmaine. Charmaine is a fun girl. But Charmaine is loud and ghetto. Point blank and period. She does now have a radio show. As we know, last season she had a car repoed. She was just having a hard time financially, because she quit her corporate job to to be the manager of the tattoo shop, and she was just having financial difficulties before. But she says she's in a better position now. She's still the manager at 9 Mag. She is, also on a radio show. So that's good. Kudos to Charmaine. But you're still loud and ghetto. I mean, because the simple fact that she was talking about how she was in bed with her boo, she was with her boo, and she went to the bathroom, and she farted real loud. Like, why is that a conversation that who has those kind of conversations on camera? Anywho, so yeah, they have that whole situation. We also see that Ford and his girl Nikki are still together. They also had a little bit of drama last season because, Ford was kind of messing with Kat. And he was kind of messing with, it was just a crazy situation to where he was messing with Kat. They was messing around. They weren't a couple. And he moved on and started kind of trying to seriously date Nikki, and her and Kat kind of got into like a whole little fight. Nikki punched her in the face, and so it's cool that they were able to work that out, and they are now a couple. We see that Kat has moved to LA. When they said that she moved to LA, I kept thinking to myself, then why is she on Black Ink Crew Chicago? Shouldn't she be on something LA? I mean, I never get when a member of something moves away and it's supposed to be about the people there. She ain't there. But I guess it's gonna play itself out. That does probably mean she's gonna be back and forth still within the season. Because we did see like a little thing where Four like sent her some flowers or something. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, she's in um, LA. She was doing a lot of name dropping, you know, of who she's hanging out with. She did have Young M.A. stop by, and she gave Young M.A. a tattoo, and the tattoo was nice. I did. The tattoo was really good. Tattoo. Kat is a really good tattoo artist, so you know you have to give her kudos, even though she gets on my nerve. But she got on my nerve last season with some of her antics. But you know, she's a really good tattoo artist. It's a good thing that she, you know, about her business, and she's in LA making that money. Go ahead, girl, do what you got to do. Yeah, Van. I was a fan of Van season one. We know that he eventually had to go to jail. I think that was season two. I think it was when he went to jail, or whenever he went to jail. He got out during season two. Because he only had to do like maybe 2 or 3 months or something like that. It wasn't like a year. It was like a couple months. Um, that he had to do, and he was different when he came out. I think I might have just burped, which is very good, but I'm not gonna restart this, so just deal with it. Um, but yeah, Van always seems like he has a chip on his shoulder. And this episode showed that that chip still on his goddamn on shoulder. He just looks mad at all times, and he was insinuating that Ryan is trying to keep all the money for himself. He was insinuating that Ryan is selfish because Ryan went on a solo tattoo tour. Um, I call bullshit. This is why I call bullshit. You know, Ryan owns the shop. Ryan owns Nine Mag. He has his friends who works at Nine Mag. But Ryan, for all title purposes, is the boss. My thing is, if we all tattoo artists and my boss be like, well, I'm going on a tattoo tour, that don't stop my money because I'm still a tattoo artist. So my thing is, if Ryan booked himself a tattoo tour, book your own self a tattoo tour. Y'all all on the same fucking show. Y'all don't all have to be together at all times. Y'all can make more money if y'all do go out separately. Because y'all can hit more states at the same damn time. And you making your own money while also promoting Nine Mag. But Van is upset because Ryan went solo on his tour. He can do that. I don't think a person who owns a tattoo shop going on a tattoo tour, and it's a Nine Mag tour, he's the owner of Nine Mag. He don't have to take y'all with him. I'm pretty sure if y'all said to him, well, okay, we're going to also do our own solo tours to promote Nine Mag, I don't think Ryan would have said you can't go. You can't go and do a Nine Mag tour. Only I can do a Nine Mag tour. I'm pretty sure that's not what he said. What they wanted him to do was to take them with him. And he didn't have to do that. Again, he's the boss. He owns the shop. And that's the hard part about when you are friends with someone and y'all are in business together in some way and one friend is considered the boss. But at the same time, they don't stop you from making no money. He can't stop you from tattooing. So if you ain't making no money, that's your fucking fault. Got all off into my feelings. But yeah, I just didn't like how he was trying to make it seem like Ryan was wrong or Ryan was selfish because he didn't do a group tattoo tour. He don't have to, bruh. And he was, I mean, he like really mad, like he really upset, like he really all in his, like he all in every feeling he has in his whole body. And that part to me is just crazy. And then he also, so when he got to the shop, you know, they're having, when he got to the shop there, before he got there, Ryan came in, of course, and he showed some new merchandise for this, you know, for Nine Mag. It didn't say Ryan. It said Nine Mag, which is the tattoo shop. Yes, he did also have a poster that was of him. That was a magazine who paid him to do a photo shoot. That ain't got nothing to do with Nine Mag. I mean, people forget that he the owner. So it's some stuff that he gonna be included in on his own. But he still brought merchandise for Nine Mag shop, and of course the money gonna go into his pocket because he owned the company. He owned Nine Mag. But he also has to use that money to pay the fucking light bill, to pay the fucking water bill, to get fucking supplies for tattoos. You know, tattoo supplies. I mean, he has to do stuff for the shop. But yes, he can pocket the money because, again, he the boss. And unless you have a stake or a share or you're a partner in his company, he does not have to share product merchandise profits with you. You probably just rent a booth from him. So even though you've been there from the beginning and you've helped him build the name up, business wise, he's the boss of it. So if you want to be more involved on the business side, have that conversation with your friend, but don't get upset because he the boss and he making boss moves and you are technically the worker and you have to work. Like, get over your fucking self, man. I don't like shit like that. Like my best friend, she's a singer. You know what I'm saying? She can sing her ass off. She has her own company for her band that books gigs. I wouldn't get pissed if she asked me, hey Jay, can you, like, I help her promote stuff. I don't want no money from that. I'm helping my friend. I can't get mad if she then goes to somebody professionally and do it because that's her company. That's her business. I'm going to support my friend from A to B to C to D all the way to motherfucking Z. Like, I'm going to always support my friend. And Van not being supportive of his friend's company because he feels left out, I'm going to guess. I don't know. But yeah, so Van brought in some merchandise or whatever, that for Nine Mag, some shirts that they, sell to people. So when Van get there, he's getting pissed off. He's like, he's coming off rude. And when Ryan like, well, yeah, we're gonna have a party. You ain't discussed that with me. Or when he brought up, when they showed him the merchandising shirts, you ain't tell me that we was gonna have this. Why did you have a discussion with everybody? Bitch, I ain't got to discuss this with you. Because you not my boss, homie. You work here. Like, it seemed as if Van really felt like he should have a say-so because he worked at the shop. I work for my employer too, but they not gonna come talk to me if they change stuff. They gonna just say, hey, this is the new promotional stuff. I can't get mad and say, I've been there for 2 years. What you mean? I ain't got no say so? And that's what you can't do that when somebody is your boss, dude. So yeah, he was just coming off real rude. And him and Ryan was almost about to fight a little bit. They were kind of going back and forth because Van and his feelings about Ryan being on that solo tour. And Ryan was like listening to him but trying not to really argue with him because he was like, Van is pissed, and I know he pissed, and we know we can talk about it later, but he just too mad for me to really talk to him right now. So, Van need to calm the fuck down. So Van left, and that was whatever it was. We also see that Charmaine has a new boo. His name is Nick. It seems that he got money because, as she said, we live in this penthouse overlooking Chicago, blah, 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 blah. And the apartment deal looked nice. Congratulations to her boo. She said he's a tech wizard or computer wizard, something wizard or some kind of tech genius, but she don't know what he do. Hopefully he ain't selling no drugs because I just can't be with somebody who got money if I don't know where their money come from. I need to understand what they do. That's just how I am. But Danielle comes over to also have dinner. Danielle is there with her boyfriend Terrence too, so they're having a nice little double date or whatnot. And Danny just started going in on Ryan based off of last season when Ryan and Terrence got into it in Jamaica, and after, because Terrence was out of line, Terrence was drunk, Terrence was acting disrespectful to Danielle and everybody else. So I'm confused as to why Danielle is pissed off now. But when the shit was happening, she was pissed off at Terrence. She wasn't pissed off at Ryan. So when she tried to make it, she insinuates that because Ryan did a video when the show aired talking about what happened, that he was airing dirty laundry on social media and he shouldn't do that. Well, first of all, we all know that when the show is aired, everybody on the show be on social media talking about what happened. And if it's a scene where someone looks like they hit you or punched you and you didn't do anything back, you're going to be on social media saying that's not really, that's not what happened. I didn't, fight because I don't want, because Ryan basically said he didn't fight the dude because that's not who he is anymore. He wasn't trying to be fighting somebody. Basically is what he said. but it wasn't as if he was sneak dissing. You can't sneak diss someone if you post it on social media and you say what it's about. That's not sneak dissing, girl. So what you mad for? But she was just oh so mad and basically insinuating that Ryan was full of shit for talking about it. How Ryan is different now that he came back from our tour. They trying to insinuate that he different because of the girl he back with his baby mama. We shall see how that goes off. But she said, she gonna check Ryan when she talked to Ryan. Okay, so yeah. So we do see a scene with Ryan with his family. He's basically saying that because he has his family back, that's his foundation. Okay, that was cool. That was nice. Whatever. We do see him talking to Rachel, his baby mama, and she even says, I've known, because he was telling her about the argument with Van and how it almost turned into a fight, and how Van is upset about the boss decisions he's making because he's making decisions because it's his company, it's his tattoo shop. And Rachel just basically says to him, Ryan, you're the boss. You need to hire who you want to hire, fire who you want to fire. And in her confessional, she do say, I've known Van since the beginning of Nine Mag. And she then says, I've always felt like there was some kind of underlying jealousy from Van against Ryan. And I can 100% see that now. Solely because he's not upset as if he's a partner in it. He's upset because he worked there and he's worked there for 4 years, so he feel like he should be vested into the company. If you haven't had that conversation with your friend to be more vested in the company, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can work for a company for years. It does not mean that that's your company. And it doesn't mean that you get to make the decisions just because you worked there for so long and just because you are friends with the owner. I know our CEO and our president, we ain't friends, but I can't feel a personal way if she make a business decision and she ain't consult me. And that's what the fuck Van keep doing, and it's so aggravating. But so yeah. So they at the shop again, and they sitting around talking about porn. It was Charmaine, Danielle. They talking about Pornhub and what kind of porn is on Pornhub. So y'all mad because Ryan making boss moves, but y'all at work talking about porn. Like none of y'all was working. Like I don't see nobody talking to no tattoo people. I don't see nobody making no drawings. I don't see nothing but y'all sitting at the computer trying to watch porn at work. So when Ryan walks in, and they just talking about porn, but he's upset. Danielle then tries to check Ryan, and she went off the fucking rails. She just basically said, he should have called her if he had an issue with Terrence and not aired nothing on social media. But you was there in the scene in Jamaica when he was pissed off. So what did you acting as if he waited all this time to say he was mad? He was responding to a scene that was playing out on TV. That's what people do on social media who are on reality shows. We all know this. We all follow them on social media to see what they're going to say about a scene that happened 6 months ago. So it's not as if he was talking about it when it happened. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about it like they do. It's just stupid. So yeah, she was going off. And Ryan just knew that she was basically taking her anger out on Terrence, really on him, because he wasn't the real issue. Ryan makes the point to say he was disrespectful to you too, so you can defend him if you want to, but whatever. And she's just kind of saying, only a bitch be on social media talking, and then she basically said, fuck you. And Ryan was like, fuck you too. You fired. You can't tell your boss fuck you. You want to know why? Because your boss then fires you. And that's the issue that people need to realize, that even though your friend is your boss, you have to still respect them. And I think they're so used to Ryan being nice. And he's saying, I'm done with this nice shit. Y'all gonna respect me as y'all boss. Point blank and period. And I respect him for that, because you have to sometimes let your friends know they can't take your kindness for weakness, because when they do, it hurts your brand. And if your shop consistently has bullshit happening in it, you're not going to be making no money. So if you my employee and you saying fuck me and telling me I ain't shit, well, you don't need to work here, because you don't respect me. And you don't respect this business. So he fired her as the receptionist. And she looked shocked, which was funny, Because what you think was gonna happen when you told your boss fuck you? You thought it was gonna be just a regular argument, like nothing was gonna pop off? No, that's not what happens. So, yeah. Um, we do see Don, who is still a grown ass assistant. He said he helped for at the tattoo shop. Okay. But he's at home with his son and his side baby daughter. And as she comes home, they're of course married now. I guess she has a regular, corporate job or whatnot. And, she says how they have accepted, well, she has accepted his side break, not a break, it's more than a break, the baby he had on her. She accepts the baby. The baby is like, as she treats the baby as if it's her own, which is cool. She says how her and the baby's mama, are cordial and they can get along, which is great. You always want to have a good, open communication with, the mother of your husband's children that he had on you while y'all was dating and you married him anyway. She then drops a bomb on Don that she wants to quit her job and that she wants to quit because she's just tired of working and she wants to be at home with her family and that he can just pick up the slack and pay the bills and stuff. Now, see, I feel two different ways about this because I feel like she should have came home and had that conversation with him. She shouldn't have came home and said, I'm going to quit my job and you going to just pick up the slack. Because financially, if y'all have been surviving on two incomes, you can't just out the blue quit. Not for no reason. Unless your boss is harassing you and you have a real valid reason why you need to quit, you should have that conversation with your husband. Because at the end of the day, y'all have bills that still need to be paid. So, Don was just not with that. And he was like, wait, you can't just throw this on me. And he was just like, if you do that, everything would be on me. And her response was like, well, you married me and, you were supposed to take care of me. And that's something else I have an issue with. If when he married you, you was working. And unless y'all had a conversation, he like, you know what, I don't want you to work anymore. And you're like, okay. You can't make it seem as if because you married him that you shouldn't have to work because y'all married now. And that's what caused issues with other people's marriages is when the husband or the wife makes a big decision without talking to the other person. And you can't do that. I'm like, how you gonna come home one day and just say, you know what, I don't want to work no more? When your husband can't find, I mean, he's a part-time tattoo assistant. He don't even tattoo. He don't. And you can't even guarantee that whatever money he making from booking gigs or being on Black Ink Crew, you don't know how long that's going to happen. So my thing is, don't quit your job. Figure out how y'all can make money together. If you're going to quit your job, figure out how y'all can make money. But don't quit your job which stops bringing a portion of money into the household and then just say, you need to go out and bring everything in. I don't think that's fair without having a conversation with your husband about it first. If your husband can afford to take care of the family, by all means, quit your job. Who cares? He got you. But clearly, y'all ain't making too much money because y'all still in that small ass house. And, he was stressed the minute you said it. So I'm knowing that, not that y'all might be having financial issues, but it must be a lot for him to have to cover everything without your income. And I'm like, who comes home and just does that? But whatever. Did we do see that Danielle? No, Ryan hires a new assistant, a new receptionist, and he said he's not being nice anymore. We see that Van comes in and he sees the new receptionist and he's pissed off because no one even told him that Danielle got fired. Van acting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He all bitch like. I mean, he went and got his phone and then he FaceTimed Danielle like, no one told me anything. Nobody called or texted me. Well, you ain't mad at Danielle for not calling you and telling you that she got fired. But you mad at you mad at Ryan for firing her. It's stupid shit that doesn't make any damn sense. And Van is starting to act like a little bitch. I just can't take it. So we then see that Danielle actually went to go visit Kat in LA. Just because she fired, she ain't got no job now. And Kat, she tells Kat that she got fired. But what she did was she basically lied because when Kat said, why did he fire you? Over some personal shit. No, bitch. He fired you because you said fuck you to your boss. And then when Kat tried to say, well, yeah, you know how Ryan likes to boss up on people and when he get, on his period or whatever, That man is y'all boss. I just can't get over the fact they acting as if he is not the boss of the shop. And it's not as if he's being irrational. Like some of the bullshit that C's do on Black Ink Crew New York, it be some bullshit. It truly do be some bullshit. But all Ryan is saying, I'm the owner of the shop, and all I did was go on a tattoo tour myself, and y'all mad. I don't like that. So that was fine. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? We did find out that Danielle was pregnant at one point. She lost a baby. It's so sad. She cried. I almost cried with her. And she just feels like that at 26, she doesn't know where she is in life and if she's at a good place. And that's kind of what people go through when they lose something or someone. They have this epiphany of, what the fuck am I doing in my life? Like, I'm 26 years old, I lost my child, and now I lost my job. And so, of course, she's crying. Whatever. So, the meat and potatoes. They're at the 4-year anniversary party. And for some reason, Ashley thought it was going to be a smart idea to go talk to Charmaine, new man, and tell him, yeah, she used to mess around with my baby daddy. Even though she knew we had a child together, she still fucked him. Why is you telling this man that? And everybody looking like, why are you talking to him? You and Charmaine not even friends. But the cool thing about it was, Charmaine was like, that's all right. Because Ashley was like, yeah, cause you need to watch her, cause she's a wild one. You need to keep an eye on her. Bitch, is you talking about keeping an eye on somebody? Then she said that Charmaine was the queen. No, you're the queen of side chicks. No, bitch, your husband Don, he is the king. He is the emperor. He is the gatherer of all side chicks. He cheated on you at least with 2 different females on camera. He had a baby on you. So how can you say that Charmaine is the queen of side chicks? Because your man fucked her. Your man is goddamn queen of keeping a side chick. Let's not get it twisted. Off subject. But yeah, Don is upset about that. Dom gets very pissed. Solely because he's already stressed out because she don't want to work. So you don't want to work and you want to go to the tattoo shop and talk to Charmaine man and bring up bullshit which can start a fight, and that's just some extra bullshit on top of some bullshit. And he is pissed off. And then it's like, why are you telling that lady man anything? Like, why are you even having a conversation with him? So Don is outside. He's pissed. Don got an anger issue because he was on 100, and he like, cause you don't listen. You don't be listening. I'm guessing he told her don't say shit, don't talk to whoever, but she did anyway. So then, pissed off, he like, come on, let's go, I'm ready to go. But she's still trying to talk like, I don't see why you mad. Like, why are you mad? Because you was out of line. You ain't had no reason to go talk to that lady man and say anything to that lady man. You was trying to start some shit. I'm guessing because she now has a more prominent role on the season, she trying to make it on camera. She trying to make shit happen. But you ain't got to start unnecessary bullshit. So Don is ready to go. Ashley kind of still pussyfooting around. He like punched the camera. He broke some stuff because he's pissed off. Production is asking him, "Are you okay?" He's like, "No, I'm fucking stressed. It's just so much." Meaning it's stuff in life he's stressed about, and you adding on to it by bringing up some bullshit that we over. And he get in the car, and her friend like, Charmaine, Ashley just get in the car and go home. Don said, "Fuck y'all." He pulled off on her ass and left her ass there. I thought that was funny. So then we have, Van comes in, and he's all pissed off. He's still pissed off, and he gets mad because when he come in the party, Ryan just happens to be standing up on top of like a little balcony part, and he acting as if Ryan up there with a king hat on, and he like, y'all are my peasants. I mean, damn, he at one of at the damn tables, and he up there, but it's his shop. He playing the fucking party. What you mad for? And he, Ryan starts, but Ryan can see him talking shit. So, Ryan was a little bit petty. And, he says a little speech, and he, says, thank you to 4. He thanks Charmaine. He thanks, I think his name was JR Jr., the new guy who's there. And he purposely does not say Van's name. And that pissed Van off. So, Ryan's saying, here goes some more money for y'all. and he's throwing chips because it's a casino type party. He's throwing chips down, and it's in the area to where Van is, but it didn't hit Van. It was just on the table. He was throwing chips and, here goes some more money for y'all. And Van get pissed and he pick up some dice and he throw it at Ryan and Ryan's girlfriend. And then all hell broke loose. I saw punches thrown. I don't know who got hit, who didn't get hit, but it was a full brawl. And it was like everyone to hold them, keep them separate. And that's how it went on. So I can't wait for this season. It seems like it's going to be pretty good. I'm happy that Ryan is finally kind of not letting personal stuff get involved, and he's just being more of a boss. And sometimes as a boss, you can't be that friendly. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you can't take your friends with you or you dish your friends, but you just hope that your friends understand your vision and they support you, and they also can get money with you. Y'all own TV, so y'all get money. After the show, go off, you can go tour. You can book shows. You can book club. People want to hang out with y'all. So I'm interested for this season because I love Black Ink Crew, Chicago. But that is my review. I did not mean for it to be 30 minutes. But until next time, please subscribe, please share, please like my video. Until next time, people, peace.